or at getbeyond.com. Again, I'm Tom Childry, the credit card guy. Quick, easy collect. We make it easier than you expect.
Welcome to the SBA Weekly Business Tip. I am Martin Shaw with the U.S. Small Business Administration, Virginia Richmond District Office. Choosing a proper business name is important. Choose a name that reflects your brand identity along with the products you offer. Once you settle on a name, protect it. An entity name protects you at the state level and trademarks at the federal level. Doing business as or DBA doesn't give legal protection, but might be legally required. To learn more, visit us at sba.gov/VA. We're here to help you start, grow, expand, or recover.
This is Mike King Biz of On the Mic with Mike, and I'm here with the Dope Soap Lady.
Yes, it's the Dope Soap Lady. I got them sales. I got that BOGO, buy one, get one. Come and get this Dope Soap today.
How do people find the Dope Soap Lady?
Gina'sLove.com.
Welcome to Miss Girlie's, conveniently located at 4809 Parker Street in the heart of Fulton. We take food back to the basics, just like our grandmother, Girlie Frances Crump, used to do it, the way we've always done it. So grab your family, grab your friends, and come taste a little bit of home. Open for business 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday.
I enjoy listening to On the Mic with Mike every day at 1 p.m.
That's what I do!
You ready for this call?
On the Mic with Mike, the best business radio program around. Mike King, Danielle's here. Al Green is on the wheels of steel. He's laughing. Danielle has the tarot card out, the deck out. And so she is a tarot reader, psychic, and a spiritualist.
Right. Spiritual coach.
A spiritual
there
coach.
You go. Yes, a life coach.
And like, so
coach.
you are one of, like, the only black psychic that you know who's out there.
Right. Well, y'all, I'm sorry.
No, she's not sorry. She's and she has a card that's out for me.
I have two.
She has two cards. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what's going on here. Okay. My wife always says I should get it done. All right, so hit me.
Well, tell your wife to listen to this so she could tell me how accurate I am. So you got, I don't know if you can see this. I keep leaning over to see your screen. You got the Knight of Pentacles and you got the Two of Wands. So this speaks about basically you're putting something into place now regarding finances, but it's slow moving. But you have to make a decision regarding which direction you want to go.
Okay, well, can I ask you a question? So is that the two cards put together, or is that one card saying that?
So the Ace of Pentacles speaks of the money and laying the foundation, but it taking a while to get there. But you wanting to do something regarding money. The Pentacles speak of money, of course, because it's like and so the Knight of Pentacles speaks of you wanting to offer, you wanting to build something and trying to decide. But it takes a while for you to do that because Pentacles are also about time, because if you think about it, it takes time for us to make money, right? And so when we have the Two of Wands, that speaks of you needing to make a decision. If you look on the card, it has like two wands and it has a person standing there deciding which path to go. So when you put these cards together, so when I do a reading, I do 30 minutes or an hour. It's very in-depth. I use several decks, so I could have 4 or 5 decks out. I pull out the cards and the cards tell me a complete story of the situation. So these cards tell me that you are working on getting your money together to lay a foundation to build something, but you're not sure exactly which direction you want to go and what you want to build. So you have various options. You have 2 options that are your main leaders, and you're trying to decide which one will build you will give you a better return on your investment.
Wow.
I know.
Okay,
I got it.
If she has it. Okay. So, and my wife was going to say you are.
I know she is. That's
right
what I
on.
said. Let her tell me how.
And because the one thing is, now, I grew up really religious, so the idea of astrology was not in my world.
Right.
I'm a Capricorn.
Okay.
And so when people talk about the whole money thing, and
You're an earth sign. Earth signs are very good with money, and earth signs are usually pretty good with money, and they're often hard workers. And so that's definitely something, just talking to you before, I know that you're a hard worker. You know what, too? Something, you may be watching something, because in this card of the and the Knight of Pentacles, there's some bugs in the grass, and there's also a rabbit. So when I see this card, like if I'm doing a relationship reading, I tell people somebody's probably usually like watching their social media or something like that. But with this being you're probably, maybe this has something to do with an investment, or it might be stocks, but it's something that you're watching to see how it's going to turn out for you to decide whether you want to go down that road or not.
Okay, so now you're into that. So my whole family, my wife, and well as my sons are Aquarius.
Okay.
Talk a little bit about, like, are you into the whole astrology part as well?
There is different aspects of astrology that plays out in tarot. So like you said, so the Knight of Pentacles is often in this deck. It also speaks to chakras too, so I do deal with chakras.
You deal with what?
Chakras. There are the energetic, basically energetic points in our body. And so they deal with our, like we have like our root chakra, it deals with our stability, our finances, and things like that. So if things are blocked, oftentimes it's because there's something going on in our life, and it blocks that energy, and then it creates us to have physical problems. So like I had a Reiki patient earlier, and her sacral was blocked, which is in your knee area, and so she also has knee problems. She has joint problems, so she has arthritis, and she was in the military, and her knees are considered very bad because of all of those things. But that's because her sacral has been blocked most of her life, because your sacral deals with a lot of different things regarding creativity, passions, things like that, and she's in the military, so she couldn't do that. So when I see the Knight of Pentacles, I do think, okay, this person is often an earth sign, because it's green, so I associate green with the earth sign, and I also associate it with Virgos. For some reason, Virgos and
she always says that I'm good with Virgos.
Yeah, so and oftentimes most people aren't good with Virgos.
How am I with Aquarius?
They are good with Aquarius. Aquariuses are, if I'm not mistaken, because Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius, I think so. They're a fire sign, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Interesting enough, because the Wands is often about fire signs. So there might be a direction that she wants you to go, and there might be a direction that you want to go. So
we've had that push and pull for 40 years.
Right. So and it's represented in these cards too. So so it's just it's the thing is, an earth sign is about stability, financial stability, financial acts, they may be more motivated to work a lot harder. And if you don't have a sign that understands that about you, then they can internalize that and make it, and it could turn into other problems because they feel like you're not giving them enough time, attention, or you're working too hard to avoid them. So fire signs are about creativity. So so if you're stifling her creativity because you happen to sometimes be tight with money, then you're going to cause a problem.
Ladies and gentlemen, okay, you guys didn't know you were turning into a therapy session. That's what we do around here.
That's what I do.
That's okay. So I thank you for that one. Let folks know how they can find you.
Yes, I am on Facebook. I'm Divine Soul Empress, and I have a website, divinesoulempress.com. And on Instagram, I'm divine_soul_empress. You can find me on all three and doing what I do.
That's what you do.
That's what I do.
So I wanted to get that out of the way, because how a person always wonders, and this is a business program, what's the business side of being the things that you are? Because a lot of times people don't understand it.
Right. So one of the things, interesting enough, being a spiritual coach, oftentimes your spirituality and what you really want to do, if you follow that in business, it actually generates you more money and more income because you're doing what you're good at, you're doing what you love. So interesting enough, I help a lot of people find out what it is that is their really niche, what it is that they really want to do. do, and I help them incorporate that in their current business or find a niche to start their own business. So even then, even though I'm a spiritual life coach, I still will help them heal things that affect their business. So, like I know someone who wants to be a healer. She wants to deal with womb healing, which is in women, but she's also a yoga instructor. So one of the things we discussed was her doing yoga, doing womb healing yoga, or offering something regarding like sensual yoga that ties in her passion and what she's healed in her, and allow that to teach that to other women or other people so that they can heal too.
Do people get it most of the time when you're talking to them?
They do get it once I pull out the cards and I start talking to them, yes. Now, do they want to admit it? That's a different story. That's a different story. But they don't have to admit it, because when they're sitting there looking at me, I know.
Do you see the look on their face like?
Oh, yes, I do.
You saw the look on my face?
I did. And then he started laughing. So he didn't even see the look on your face, but he knew what was up. Oh, yeah. He saw it on the screen.
All right.
He already knew.
Okay.
So.
I'm glad you finally made it in.
I know,
I was
right?
questioning. I said if the lady's a psychic, she ought to know, you know.
But you, being that you've been dealing with me as a psychic, you should know I'll be late all the time. So I knew I was going to be late. I thought you knew. I mean, so.
I'm not a psychic. I'm just a business guy with a radio show.
Right. But you know I'll be late, so you sure already knew that. So, but I got here. I am
glad you got here, because this has been a long time in the making.
Right, it has.
It has. In the summertime?
Right, it was a while, yes.
It was, all right. Okay, so Danielle, the Divine Soul Empress, I'd like to thank you for coming in.
I appreciate it.
Program. So you're going to be back at other times.
Yes.
Gonna,
get me in here a couple times.
Okay, well, I don't know about all that. Okay. On the mic with
cards on you every time. We could pull on other people.
Oh, yeah, we're going to mess. Yeah, we'll mess with Al the next time.
I
Look
know,
at him shaking his head.
Look, he said
all right, on the mic with Mike, your best business radio program. Today, we kind of went off to. You never know what you're going to get here with us. We do it like no others. Tomorrow we have SBA with SBA will be here tomorrow with us with the latest information to help your business out there. We appreciate you guys rocking and rolling with us. On the mic with Mike, we're here daily 1 to 3, WJFN Radio 100.2, 100.5, 92.7, 820 AM. You'd think I had it down by now. And we're also on Facebook Live. Make sure you follow Danielle. She's on point, and so it was enjoyable. I was kind of concerned. I was concerned before she got here. Alrighty, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.
WJFN Chester, 100.5 FM, 92.7 FM, and AM 820.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm John Scott. Today's the day. Voters in Georgia are deciding which party will control the U.S. Senate for the next 2 years. Bob Agnew reports.
Senators Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue will try to hold on to their seats and thereby allow Republicans to keep their majority in the Senate. It's an advantage conservatives say is their only chance to stave off the expected flood of radical policies from Joe Biden. Political insiders say with so much at stake, both sides have pulled out all stops. They say to expect a photo finish and a ballot tally that falls within the margin of error. Bob Agnew reporting.
Also at townhall.com, the House Majority Whip is calling on House Republicans for cooperation going forward. Correspondent Bernie Bennett has more on this.
House Minority Whip Steny Hoyer tells reporters he expects more cooperation from House Republicans in the 117th Congress. The Maryland Democrat held a Tuesday morning conference call with reporters where he talked about the approval of the new rules for the House on Monday. He said Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy and other Republicans spoke out against a rule to limit the use of the motion to recommit. Mr. Hoyer also addressed Wednesday's certification of the Electoral College votes in Congress. Bernie Bennett in Washington.
Distribution problems and logistical challenges have slowed the coronavirus vaccine rollout in California. Governor Gavin Newsom says the pace is not good enough as the virus continues to ravage that state. Only about 1% of California's 40 million residents have been vaccinated. As England is entering a third national lockdown that will last at least 6 weeks, German Chancellor Angela Merkel says she has agreed with state governors to extend that country's current lockdown by 3 weeks until January 31st. On Wall Street, stocks are higher a day after dropping to their worst loss in months amid the worsening pandemic. The Dow is up 217 points. The NASDAQ 100